For more than 40 years, People Incorporated has been an integral part of the greater Fall River community. Creative, collaborative, and invested in the region, we have consistently developed supports to make our community a better place to live. Dedicated to a better future for all our citizens, we are People on the Move. This building will become home to People Incorporated and its corporate offices sometime during this winter. I'm standing outside of the Citizens Union Bank building that People Incorporated will be taking over after the first of the year. And one of the things that is really exciting for us as an agency, and personally for me, is the fact that we're going to be in the middle of the downtown Fall River area. And I know some of our older viewers, myself included, remember the downtown Fall River area when it was such a vibrant and exciting place. As many of us know, it was, before the malls were established, it was the shopping mecca of Fall River. And I can remember as a young man that there were 3 theaters on the left side of Main Street down the road. There was the Academy, the Center, and the Empire. And then we had a variety of different stores that were the central hub. We had R.A. McQuarrie's, we had Kresge's, we had Newberry's, Sears, Empire and Sawyer's Men's Shop, and much, much more. So the vibrancy and the excitement of what downtown Fall River once was is a part of what we hope in a small way that we can be a part of helping to recreate. What I'd like to do now is give you an opportunity to hear from a couple of our community leaders who'll talk to you a little bit about how they feel about this. And the fact is, People Incorporated is going to be relocating its administrative and professional staff to the downtown area. And the influx of 100 to 150 new professional people who will be shopping and eating and working in the downtown area is going to help the downtown revitalization.
People Incorporated does an outstanding job. I think their mission and the good works that they do, I'm very happy. I'm very proud of what People Incorporated does. I think that they provide such great services to the community. And a testament to that is they're expanding. And in an economy in where there's been a lot of retraction, it's really tough on social service agencies as a whole. People Inc. has got the formula right. They know how to meet the services and the needs of the community and continue to grow and be a successful not-for-profit business. And that's not an easy feat in this economy. And not only are they being successful on the financial side, but they're very successful in providing the services and meeting the needs of the community, which is really a testament to the leadership of People Incorporated and the board. I think they've done an outstanding job.
What a great thing it is for the city of Fall River to have People Incorporated, having just celebrated 40 years of service in the city, bringing, I believe they're the 5th largest employer, bringing all those professional employees to the downtown area that will bring jobs back into the inner city, and with all the employees benefit the restaurants in the area. I welcome you, Bob. I thank you, Bob, and I look forward to building and bridging the relationship that we forged many years ago. So congratulations, Bob, and congratulations, People Incorporated.
Well, I'm excited as the mayor of the city of Fall River to have People Incorporated locating their offices in downtown Fall River. First, let me say thank you to People Inc. for all that they do here for the greater Fall River area. People Incorporated is one of those organizations that improves the quality of life for so many people in our region. And to have them to continue to make a commitment to the city of Fall River speaks volumes of the character of this organization. And from an economic development standpoint, what our downtown will now see is an increase in foot traffic. The employees of People Inc. Will be in our downtown visiting our restaurants and our shopping centers here in the city's downtown, which will see for an increase of commerce in our city's downtown. So this is a great partnership we have, and I'm excited to have People Inc. moving in as a tenant here in our city's downtown. And I look forward to partnering with them in the future as the mayor of this city. There are so many great endeavors that ourselves and People Inc. have partnered in on, and we will continue to work together with the main goal of improving the quality of life for the people of the greater Fall River area.
Hi, I'm standing in front of the parking lot, the Citizens Union parking lot on Troy Street in between Bedford Street and Pleasant Street. Sometime after the first of the year, when People Incorporated takes over the Citizens Union Bank building, the 155 parking spots that are currently a part of the Citizens Union Bank building will be parking spots reserved for the staff at People Incorporated. It's our hope, once we move into this building, that we'll also be able to make parking spots available for some of the local business people so that we can expand on the opportunities for people to have adequate parking. We also, at some point in the future, would love to be able to work out a plan with the City of Fall River, with whom we've already had discussions, to create a parking garage on this particular property. Hopefully, that will allow us and the city to work together to continue the opportunity to expand and redevelop the downtown Fall River area together. The focus of our show today is the purchase by People Incorporated of the Citizens Union Bank building located at 4 South Main Street in the heart of downtown Fall River. I'm here today with my executive management team, Bill Perkins, our Chief Operating Officer, Jenny DeBlasi, our Vice President of Community, Child, and Family Services, and Mark Duval, our Vice President of Adult Services. Our purpose today is to let the community know many of the things that are going to be going on in our new building and how we feel that not only is this a benefit for People Incorporated to locate there, but we really believe that in the future this will be of an enormous benefit to the Fall River community. One of the things, Mark, I don't think a lot of people really understand or know the enormous giving that comes out of the staff that work at People Incorporated. I'm wondering if you could just speak a little bit about that so that our viewers have a better idea of what we give back as individual employees to the community.
Sure, Bob. Thank you. It's actually something that we're incredibly proud of and surprised, to be quite honest, at the generosity of the staff at People Incorporated. As a United Way affiliated agency, we find a huge responsibility to take part in their campaign every year. Last year, People Incorporated employees contributed $18,500 to the United Way campaign. We also have 12 staff members who are a member of the Lantern Society of Fall River, which is people are identified that have given more than $600 a year to the United Way. We're actually one of the only organizations in the Fall River area that have that many Lantern members. There's one more that has more. But it shows the great generosity of the staff that we have, and that goes from the management right down to the direct care staff. Another thing that the staff have really enjoyed in the past years is an employee giving tree that we do around Christmas time.
Yeah.
We have a tree set up in our current business offices in different locations, and there's an ornament on a tree that has the name, the description of someone that's been identified by one of our staff members that might be in need in the community. So it could say 6-year-old boy and clothes, and staff would pick from that from the tree and purchase an item. That item would then be wrapped and given out by our staff to a person who's been identified in need. It's been a great thing that's really helped morale for our staff. They've taken to it hugely. We were able to give out 250 gifts last year to families in need.
That's great.
Yeah, made some people's holidays a little bit better.
And I know we also do a lot around Thanksgiving time.
Sure. Another effort that's increasingly growing. Last year, we were able to give out 110 turkey baskets. Again, some of our staff and individuals we serve help put together turkeys and the fixins into a package, and people who are identified in the Fall River area in need that could help out their situation are given this package so they can have a Thanksgiving meal for their family. So again, it's been a wonderful opportunity for us to kind of give back to the community, and in the same way with the same idea that we understand with the economic times in Fall River and the need for that type of assistance. We actually have a food pantry located at 170 Pleasant Street, which is in our Face Center right now. We currently service 100 people, families in the Fall River area. And the thing that I like about this food pantry is people can come in and they have a choice. They can go through a checklist when they come in and pick out things that they might like or have missing from whatever they might need in their kitchen at the time. And again, people involved in our program and staff would create these a bag for them upon their request, and they'd be able to take that home and hopefully make things a little bit better. So it's just a few of the examples of the generosity of both the agency and the staff who participate.
We also have a program called People Helping People, which again is, the programs you're talking about are really not programs of the agency. These are volunteer efforts to a large degree on individual staff people who give of their own time and their own money to help the community. People Helping People, how is that going to help the downtown area? And tell us a little bit about what it is.
Sure. Again, as important as our staff are generous with their money, they're also as generous with their time. Being from Fall River my whole life, it's important to kind of give back, and a lot of the people that we employ also are from Fall River. We're dedicated to making Fall River a better place. With the move you talked about to the downtown area, we want to continue to make it better. As part of People on the Move, we've really made an effort to kind of get a group of people who volunteer to go down and participate in a cleanup. We've cleaned up Dave's Beach, we've cleaned up North Park, we've taken part in the United Way campaign in the last couple of years where we've done specific areas to help do cleanup. Again, it's a volunteer basis, it's on people's time off generally, and we found that people are as generous with their time as their money, which is something we're very proud of.
Which is great. So we'll see that continue because, as you said, our staff have just shown an amazing willingness to give back to the community. And we didn't even touch upon how many community organizations our staff belong to. I know you're the chair of one of the community housing organizations. You're involved with the committee to employ people with disabilities. We're all very actively involved in a number of community organizations, and that's a very important, I think, aspect of companies that locate in Fall River, I believe, need to participate in those activities that will help Fall River become a better community.
Sure.
That's what we all want. So thank you, Mark. That's really some good stuff that I think that our viewers will be happy to hear about.
Thanks, Bob.
There are a lot of things that we do. One of the hallmarks of our organization and one of the things that's driven our growth over the last 8 to 10 years has been the fact that we collaborate with many community-based organizations. We are very involved in creative program development, and we also collaborate with the business community. Jenny, a lot of what you do has to do with collaborating, developing partnerships, new relationships that help benefit the community. Could you talk a little bit about that and how you see that being able to be even a greater activity now that we're going to be located downtown?
Absolutely, Bob. Well, collaboration and creativity are vitally important to the work that we do to create new programs and services to benefit the children, families, and adults of the greater Fall River area. Collaboration is us working together as partners with other area organizations, and moving to the downtown area is going to give us, I think, a greater access to some of those organizations and be able to work a little more collaboratively. Our new building will be located in close proximity to the Fall River Family Service Association, Child and Family Services, City Hall, amongst a bunch of other organizations. What we've been able to do in creating programs and services with joint grant writing, shared resources. A great example of that is our new expansion of our Healthy Families program, where we're collaborating with the May Institute in providing mental health services to the families we serve.
Now that grant, which is a $350,000 award annually, will also create how many new jobs, Jenny?
Approximately 6 new jobs.
6 new jobs that didn't exist in Fall River that now will exist, professional jobs.
Absolutely.
Because of that grant that collaborative grant activity. That's great.
Yes. So those are the types of activities that we're really looking forward to enhancing with the move, and being able to, again, have greater access to some of these organizations, and perhaps even build some new collaborations with groups that we haven't formally collaborated with.
Yeah, that's great. You know, we struggled for quite some time trying to figure out what we needed to do and wanted to do in terms of locating our corporate offices. We now have programs in the Taunton area, the greater New Bedford area as well, but it was very important to us that we continue to be, as we have for the past 44 years, a Fall River-based organization. It was a commitment that we made. It was a commitment that our board of directors made. So being able to work out with Citizens Union the ability to purchase that has been a huge accomplishment by us, and we see that as being our home for the foreseeable future. One of the things that people very often do not understand or know about a nonprofit organization is we are in fact a business. The difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit business really is that our profit has to be put back into services that are compatible with what our mission statement is. Bill, I know you're involved as the Chief Operating Officer in a lot of projects that link our economics to our program services. How do you see what we're doing, moving downtown, how do you see that as being a benefit to the economic development of the city of Fall River?
Yeah, sure, Bob. You know, I want to start by just echoing your sentiments about People Inc.'s commitment, People Incorporated's commitment to the Fall River area. And as you mentioned, many of our staff are, based in Fall River, live in Fall River or the Fall River area. And so they have personal connections here as well as professional roots here in Fall River. And as a group, we have a commitment to the Fall River area. But in terms of sheer numbers of people, this building will be the regular office space of at least 150 of our employees. Our senior managers will be there, as you mentioned. We'll also have the administrative staff of our residential program. Our fiscal department will be there. We will have our human resources folks there. We'll also have home visitors from, as examples of programs, our early intervention services and our home visitors of our Healthy Families program. All professional staff who outreach to, as a group in total, People Incorporated serves over 2,500 children, families and adults in the Fall River area and the South Coast area. We're very proud of that.
And we've been, for 44 years, we've really been focusing on people that we serve who are your neighbors, your friends, your family. Many of the people that we work with have lived in the Fall River community their entire lives. So I think that's important for the community to know that we're helping people remain independent, we're helping people gain financial stability, and we're helping families remain intact, and that's really been the core of what we do as an organization.
Yeah, and we really hope that we'll be helping to have a positive impact on the downtown area by the vibrancy of our staff, the numbers of folks, of professional staff that we'll be bringing to the downtown area that will utilize the lunch spots and coffee spots and all the retail businesses in the downtown area. We really promote that with our staff and have already begun that process. In total, People Incorporated employs nearly 500 people now. And in addition to the people that I mentioned who will be regularly a part of the downtown area, we'll use this building as our training location. So the majority of our 500 staff will spend some time at this building and in some cases spend regular time at the building doing those activities.
That's a great point. And I think it's also important for the viewers to know that we do have plans at some point in time. We're hopeful that we might be able to get into the building sometime during the winter. And we do have plans to conduct an open house, so we will be welcoming the Fall River community to come and visit us. And we also have some plans to redesign the first floor of the bank building so that we might be able to open it up to community groups and community activities as we continue to develop and evolve that building into something that's not only for People Incorporated, but we want it to be a building that the community feels welcomed in and will be able to use. So that's important.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know.
People had mentioned before, both Bill and yourself had mentioned the commitment that our staff, that agency has put on our staff to kind of use the resources in the community. Again, having 9 houses in the Fall River area, 4 in the Somerset area, it's always been the commitment to kind of integrate the people who lived in these houses and the staff into their local communities and use their the restaurants and the coffee places around their houses. So it's something that's kind of it's always been a mission of the agency to kind of blend into the neighborhood. So when we move into the downtown area, I'm confident that the 150 people that are there and the many people who are coming for trainings, it's natural to kind of use the surrounding area to kind of to prop up the surrounding area, because it's what we've done for 44 years. It's what we've to be able to take that into the downtown area and really focus, I think, can bring some real benefits to an area that we all have a commitment to making sure succeeds.
I remember when I was a kid, when you'd go shopping or go to the movies in downtown Fall River on a weekend, the sidewalks were so crowded you'd have difficulty walking up and down the downtown area. And you know, when you talk about us bringing in 100 to 150 new people, and hopefully that might generate some interest. You know, when you look at the downtown area and you see some of the influential business people in the community that have also made a commitment to the downtown, the Karam family, the Cordero family, the Donovan family, you know, those are people and those are businesses that are a huge part of Fall River, and I'm happy that we're able in our own way to be able to become a part of that business fabric of the downtown and help do our part for a community that has been good to us, and hopefully a community that we've been good to as well.
When you talk about the old days and there being the sidewalks full, if you've ever been around after a training that we have, the sidewalks could be full again. There could be 30, 40 people coming out of there ready for lunch.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say, the restaurants and the shops better get ready for us, because we're going to have 100 to 150 people coming downtown, working downtown, and I've made the commitment that I will be encouraging people to take lunch and to get to know the community a little bit better, to walk around and introduce themselves to the shop owners. So, you know, we really have made a commitment for a long time to the community. The services that we provide are services of quality. They are not giveaway services. They are services that help people attain a greater educational level. They are services that help people develop job skills. They are services that help keep people in school. Young children, our SMILES program does an enormous amount of work keeping people in school until they graduate. The list goes on and on about the things that we do for the community as a part of People Incorporated that stabilize and help the families of our city have a better opportunity for their own economic development in the future.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, it's been a pleasure being able to talk with you guys today, and I hope that in some small way we've been able to add a little bit of knowledge to the community about what it is that we hope that this building will do. But to sort of wrap it all up, we are committed to the Fall River community. That's why we wanted to be downtown. We believe in the future of the downtown area, and after the first of the year, we are really looking forward to being a part of the everyday life in downtown Fall River. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we wish you well.